Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Honza's Collection, and in today's review I'm going to show you a little unboxing and review of this Aguilar statue from the Assassin's Creed movie. And as you can see, we will skip the unboxing part because to be honest, I bought this statue from second hand, and this in this case it was without the box itself, so I'm not able to show you the box. But I'm sure that there will be no issues with that whatsoever, because in the end all that we care about is the statue itself. So let's take a closer look at this Aguilar. And here we have Aguilar himself, and I have to say he does look a pretty badass. The pose itself is just unbelievable. It could have been a slightly better if he would be leaning a little bit forward. That would be even more badass. But we already have Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed 2, who is basically jumping from the roof. So yeah, let's be glad for this pose as well, because it's also very iconic for the Assassin's Creed video game series. But as I've mentioned, this Aguilar, played by Michael Fassbender, is a statue which comes from the Assassin's Creed movie. This statue has been made in 2017, and let's take a close look at the details. So starting off with the head sculpt, I have to say it does look slightly better than in the second statue with Aguilar, which I will show you later on in one of the future videos, because I have him as well. But here I have to say it's not bad, but on the other hand, it's something strange on his eyes. If you will take a closer look, I don't know about you, but let's take a close look on the left eye from your left, and you will see that it's definitely smaller than it should be, and it's a bit lower than where it should be. So the likeness is not as good as it could be. At least almost all Assassin's Creed statues wears the hood, so you don't really notice that. But still, yeah, it could be better. On the other hand, this statue is one of the UBI Collectibles, which means that it's pretty cheap. So you can play with all these small mistakes because the statue itself just looks amazing. And I really like the blade here. You can't really take it off or do anything with it, just because of the fact that it's a statue and it doesn't have any removable parts. But just simply looking at this thing, it looks amazing. And I also have to admire the hidden blades of Aguilar, because as you can see, it's just outstanding. I like the weathering here, all these little bits and pieces, and even the hand itself looks great. If we will take a closer look, you can see the nails. You can see that one of his finger is gone. If you have seen the film, you know why. So I dig that detail. That's pretty good. And here the second hand looks just fabulous. Yeah, that's really something good. And the statue itself, it has been made by PVC, so it's a pure plastic, the whole Aguilar. But I'm not sure about the base, because the base is pretty heavy one. So I do believe it's a polystone, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say, but in hand it's definitely heavier than you would expect. But yeah, I do like how this guy looks. So let's take a comparison with the second Aguilar. And here we have the second Aguilar statue, which comes from the Assassin's Creed movie, together with his partner in crime, so to speak. They are both creating this beautiful diorama piece, but you can also get them separately, and it stands separately. So as you can see, I don't really have to press or push anything if I want to get them separately. And here, if we will take a closer look at the head sculpt, you can see it's still good. The likeness on his mouth is slightly going various ways, I would say. It's better one on this guy, but on the other hand, when it comes to the eyes, I think you can also see that it's much better in this case. And then here you can see once again his blade, but it's slightly different than this one. It's a bit strange. And then he has this small grenades, so to speak, and he has them here too. So it's up to you what you like better. You can also see that this guy is the brown on his coat and hood and everything is much lighter than what we have here in this case. So I think this one looks pretty badass. And also this piece is definitely a pure PVC material, so it doesn't weigh too much. It's just fine classic Ubisoft figure. So that's how they both look together. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because we cannot really pose him anyhow. As I said, it is a statue. But I think if you are collecting Assassin's Creed figures, as I am collecting, you will be happy with that. If you are not, and this would be your only piece, I think it's also great, because he can stand alone as he is without any other statues, so you don't really need anything. You can have him just as a representant of the Assassin's Creed series if your budget is not as big, so that you could buy all of them. So I think there's nothing really much which you can add to the cons here. I see pretty much only pros, and the price is also not very high, so yeah, definitely go for him. I have to say that I was avoiding this guy for too long because I didn't really like the Assassin's Creed movie as much as I do like the games. But when I saw him in hand, when I hold him and I saw all the details, I have to say that I was doubting myself, and I was questioning why I was still scared to get him, because he just looks fantastic. Yeah, so that's all for today's review. So thank you all for watching. If you did like this video, then don't forget to like, comment or subscribe, and we'll see you into the next video.